Alright, so assalamu alaikum. Welcome to week 4 podcast. I'm your boy Hazem. We got
your boy Evie,
your boy Dekek.
Here we go, man. We are back and started. Week 3 was a crazy little week. We had a blowout first game. We had a freaking overtime game. Evie first one of the year. College rules crazy. And then we had the blazing hot sun. Shakur at quarterback versus
little scared.
It was wild, man. It was crazy. But let's get started with our first game of the week. It was Hassan Johnson Sahabas versus Free Palestine. And man, oh man, that was embarrassing to watch, man. I was sad. Hassan Johnson benched Peanut. He benched the first drive on offense and on defense. He played 7 versus 6, and he didn't care. He didn't care about Peanut being off, whatever. He played 7 versus 6 still. And it got bad. I'm telling you, hike.
That's a captain.
Hike, man. He said hike ala middle, hike Abdurrahman, hike ala. It was so easy. It was Hassan did not care about the game at all. He was all about his team, and you gotta listen. You gotta be there. Don't come to practice. All that stuff. He was crazy. But yeah, man, Free Palestine killed him. Like,
yeah, man. I missed this game, but you know, I had my predictions. I don't know if you were with me.
I took that too.
I knew this game would turn out like it would. But I didn't really see much to know. I know Yusuf Ahmed needed this win bad. If he lost, you know, he would have got clowned on the podcast. I know he shouted us out after his win in the little video. I don't know if you guys gonna insert that in the podcast. But yeah, must win. He got it done. They're now what, second seed?
2 seed.
Yeah, the second seed now. You got anything on the game?
Just I caught the second half. It just looked like Hassan's team was just defeated. They didn't have Nader, so he didn't have his MO with the blocking and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Evie really broke him with that loss, man. They just looked shaky, man. Again.
You know, everyone on the podcast told me I can't throw the ball with all these weapons, so I had to prove everyone that I can sling the rock. Last week we lost, but my confidence got built up from that game. I was slinging the rock. Today, I'm slinging it, and I'm going to keep slinging it. So.
Game plan was iffy. He had Fadah safety. Some people question that, it's like a young kid and you're putting him safety against Adat and Qadur, they're going to pick that apart, whoever the quarterback is. So I just think Hassan had one of those games where they're just going to have to regroup, and, some players are upset on his team. And Alice's knee looking better, so maybe Alice comes back in a few weeks or something. But
that boy's chalk.
We'll see later, man. But all in all, though, Issa Agho must give him his props for how he played. He saw a team that was broken. He took their soul away, man. He just broke them down. Everything was working. Everything you can think of was working for that man. It was a great game by Yusuf.
Big Show 3 tutties.
Big Show was he was doing this Big Show. He was doing that Big Show.
Player of the week.
Man, I don't know.
Stay tuned.
Man scored. Alash scored. It was a great game all around. And what Hassan's all about though, he's not about a game. He's about the whole the whole season. And the thing with him is he legit knew playing with 6 players, he knows he's GG, but he don't care. Hassan's mentality is if you don't want to play for me and you won't buy into my system, well, I'm not gonna play with you. So that's how he plays. And that's how he is as a person. I mean, he's a great captain, I think, by doing that. I mean, he lost a game, but I think Hassan, when he has Nader back and Chumma's a whole different team. Without Nader, there's no way he's going to win the game because he has no time. He had the whole game. It was
he blocking one only.
Blocking Chumma and Bryce, but when they send 2, it's over. Yeah,
and they had no subs too. So Chumma was hella dead.
I mean, he scored 20 points though, which isn't bad.
Yeah. He scored 20. I mean, it was 43-22 though.
I mean, it was still to score 20 points.
You should have threw back-to-back picks out of the second half too. They had a chance, but they just kept
the game. It was a blowout. It lost by 20, but still, he put up 22 points on that type of defense without Nader. If he has Nader, it'll be a lot closer game.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man. So now Hassan Johnson is now 1-2. We got Yusuf Agho is 2-1. Looking out, actually now for the number 1 seed. Next week they win the game. So
they're playing you.
They're playing me next week. So if they win this game, we got number 1 seed Free Palestine. So their whole season took a jump from losing to Dustin. Now they're all the way back to the top after 1 game. So that's how crazy this season is. But yeah, that's all we got for this first game. We're now on to our second game of the week. All right, in our second game, it was Fahad Akhtar 0-2 versus Ibu Lawaru 1-1. It was a crazy game. I was begging last year for Fahad to win a game. I was begging this man, Ken Fahad, to win a football game because it's been a year. It's legit been a year since he won a W in his name.
365 days.
It's been a year, man. Like, I can't believe this man can't win a game. Like, Fahad of the old days, he just lost the passion. Like, Fahad isn't the same player. He isn't the same guy that I know. He's broken person. He's broken dude. I don't know him off of Fahad. Like, even his arm is not there. Like, before you were there, they had a 6-0 lead, and you're still kind of like getting there. You're still like, talking to people and crap. You weren't even rushing to the game. You were chilling. Like, you didn't care at all. And he legit had Diallo downfield twice for a touchdown, 12-0 lead. You basically giving the man 12-0 lead, and he didn't want to take it. He's overthrowing the dude by 30 yards. Like, I don't know what's up with this dude. And Hamada's dropping tough passes, but like, Fahad's not throwing good balls. Like, it's just tough all around. And whenever the game was online, Fahad throwing the ball to like guys like, Bilal, soccer players. Like, you gotta rely on your best player at the end of the game. Like, you had to rely on him. He's not relying on his boys, and now man's 0-3, and he's 0-3. But that's it. Like,
I mean, go ahead.
Fahad, he showed some fight though. He actually ran the ball. I haven't seen that man run in a year either. But like, I just think
you want to call that running. But
yeah, I mean, I'm saying past the line of scrimmage. His homeboys usually going behind the line of scrimmage. But like, yeah, he was just missing throws. And he has to just understand, like, Fahad's the type of person just to keep yelling at his players, yelling. Like, Fahad, you got a young team, inexperienced team. You can't be doing what you used to do with, like, Nuru and Rahima, where they, like, respond to yell. You know what I mean? Like, you got to help pick up your team, and you got to help with your play, too. You can't be throwing the 20 yards, overthrowing that man open, because that man's not going to run a deep route again. You know what I mean? And then Evie made plays. Evie overtime right away, all business. Boom, 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 drove down the field, touchdown. Fahad, overtime, first play, interception. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like, mentally, I feel like his team, he just needs to get his team right. Take him out to dinner, Fahad. We know you love to eat. Do something with your team, man. Because that team just needs, like, one, like, together, like, session to figure everything out. Because, they're all just discorded. Mm-hmm. But Evie's team showed up, man. Evie was missing players. Evie had no subs, right? No subs?
I had one sub.
One sub.
But it was like a blocker.
For a blocker, too. Siraj balled out. Now had a few catches. The rush was getting to Fahad. Like, Fahad hasn't figured out to rush. He has not figured out to rush. Like, the man has to just adjust and adapt. So, Evie at the end of the day is 2-1. Fahad, you're looking like you might go win this year, man.
Yeah, and the only thing I would have to say about Fahad's team, I think sometimes he doesn't understand his personnel. Sometimes, like, if Bilal catches that deep ball, it's like it's a mate. You throw a party, like, oh my, we just won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But Fahad, looks at it like he should have caught that. No, like it's, I don't know what round he got him in, but it's like your fifth, your sixth, seventh best player on the team, and you're yelling at him for throwing him a deep ball. First of all, he shouldn't be running that route. Second, if he catches that, you applaud him.
Yeah.
And like I said, the game, it was a close game. I showed up late. I had some stuff I had to do. That was unexpected, so I came like 5 minutes late. My team held it down. And then OT, man, Fahad asked me, he didn't want to do rock, paper, scissors. He said, do you want the ball? I said, yeah.
That's a given. That's a given.
I'm taking the ball.
He's thinking on that.
Even though it's college rules, it's not like I score and it's over. They get a chance. But I knew if I scored, it puts a lot more pressure on Fahad now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For me, I was like kind of chilling because I get the ball, 0-0. And, I trust my defense to stop him. So I went down, scored, and, Siraj came up with the great pick to seal the game. So,
man, props to you. Evie had some deep balls. Siraj was beautiful. You were playing good football. You came late and you started balling out. So that's big on you because it could easily be 12-0. It was 6-0 to start off, and you just played 2 down and you came back on him. And Tokir, man, he's looking like a nice little player. He has secure hands. That man catches a football. That man has shown he can catch a football. It's always gonna be. It's a body catch. It's a body catch, man. But it works. It works, man. You catch the ball, he's gonna keep going. But
that's what separates between Evie and Fahad is Evie's players. If his lower half players of his lower draft, they're balling. That makes it easy on the top half. You know what I mean? Sure. Fahad just thinks that those lower players are just going to ball out every week. Mm-hmm. Like, he says it every week. Like, last week was the same story. Yeah. Said same exact thing. It's like, Fahad, you gotta, you know what I mean? And that's what...
Also, Fahad had no Amr, though, first round, big hamstring. He had no first rounder. And then, but Fahad's confidence level is still an all-time high. Even though he's 0-3, I talked to him and stuff, he's like, I'm very confident I can beat I can beat anyone in the league saying the playoffs, man. It sounds good. It sounds good on texting and stuff, but we gotta see on the field too. So, inshallah khair for that. For how you're 0-3 now. Hopefully you win a game this year, man. But that is it for our week 2 game.
All right, to wrap up the first part of the podcast, we're our last game. Hasn't thought it. First Shakur Water, my brother, big bro. I kind of got clowned for my predictions last week. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's saying how my game went. I knew it was going to be close. No Dlibe. You know,
man.
Noor is a crazy rusher. It's just my IQ is just too much, man. the game would have been a lot closer. You kind of got some garbage time points that made the score.
They did too, though.
Yeah, they did too. But no, I knew this week was gonna be you guys were gonna face adversity. I mean, you guys still put out the win, which is very respectable. But you guys had to fight this one out. It wasn't like a come up. We blow you guys out by 20, 30 points. This is a different week for your team.
Yeah.
You guys got the job done. Shakur balled out. I mean, you played that man for like 3 plays. And
personnel issues, man. Personnel. It was too hot for all that, man. People were down.
The turf is different.
It was 100 degrees, man.
Yeah, overall good game. I mean, I liked it. It was probably, if me and Fahad's game didn't go to OT, it probably would have been the game of the week, honestly.
Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm.
You guys got the job done.
Yeah, man. It was an embarrassing game by me, man. My standards. Like, I was throwing some bad balls, not gonna lie, man. I was missing throws I usually hit. We had touchdowns that were called back for, like, going out of bounds. Stuff like that was happening to us. And all in all, our defense this week was Swiss cheese, not gonna lie to you. We had bad defense out there. It was just one of those games where it wasn't going right for us, but we just kind of had to just tough it out. One of those games, like, every game won't be this perfection game and, like, 40 and stuff. We had one of those games that was a bad week for us. And all in all, like, I think the game changed when I did that dropped interception where I came out there and I whiffed it, and then Sammy scores. Like, if we get that pick 6 there, it's 22-7. Like, this game is over. But instead, it's now 15-15, and, like, it's a whole new game again. So, I mean, after that, props to this man right here. We go and score a touchdown. He scores it, and then get a safety next play. That's huge for us. We had a 9-point lead now. Now it's a 2-position game, and that changed the whole entire game. But yeah, man, bad game for Mogadishu standards. We won the game, but it wasn't like what we wanted to do. But
I think we just when you hear like Dustin, no captain, you put back-to-back 40-point games. We think it's gonna be
he's backtracking now.
No, I was wrong. I said 40-8. We didn't score 40, and we didn't hold them to 8. But at the end of the day, Shakur's team, they came out with that dog that Shakur has in them. He rallied the troops. And they won a lot of the 50-50 plays. And then when you do that, you give a chance to win the game. You know what I mean? Like, you can say, sure, those 3 touchdowns that they had, that could have went our way. But, like, at the end of the day, it still went their way. Kept them in the game. Noor, crazy rusher. Shaq, crazy little arm, man. Boys throwing, like, 50-yard bombs back.
I feel like he's more accurate now.
Yeah.
Before he had the cannon, but he wasn't as accurate. But
he was playing smart football,
sure.
He was playing smart football.
He was playing. And, like,
he was trying to win. He came out to get that done.
Oh, man. He was recording us last podcast here and that stuff. But he had that look, too.
Yeah, he was
with his, like, hat down and everything. No, man. Props to Shaq, man. And, like, it's always a good thing to have, like, confidence, too, is because, like, his team probably didn't think it. But, like, you know what I mean? When they held us a couple times and they kept going, so, hey, my bad for rushing on you, man. I know I got you on a few plays, but, you keep listening to the podcast, man. You'll have one of these games. But, no, I just think, like, we just didn't play our best, but we had some of those players, those role players that stepped up. Daoud was a huge step up for us, man. He kept forcing Shaq to my side because of his speed, got that touchdown. And like our top players, like didn't play the greatest, but that's a good thing when we win and they don't play the greatest, what I mean?
Yeah.
So I guess just another week, got another dub, and just move on.
Yeah, Sammy Benny measure balled out, and he got some lucky stuff happening. I'm dropping.
He was looking crazy.
He was looking nice. I don't know what it is, but it's probably that UFC stuff he's doing. I don't know. He's looking nimble out there.
We're looking rested, man. He was the first 2 weeks. Boy came with wheels.
Nice.
Sammy balled out. Shaq balled out. Amin got that deep ball on Muhammad, and I was like, bro, what's going on here? That was man on man. But Muhammad did get him back when he needed to. That pick was huge. He got him back for that. He had to get him back.
Garbage time.
He was throwing it up. He had to get him back, man. He got him back. It's all good. But, man, I got to say, though, Sister Habe, I'm sorry, man. I threw a deep ball. In garbage time, you got hurt. Hopefully your head's feeling better, man. That was The way I play though, I play like Madden, man. If I have a lead on you, I'm gonna keep pounding you, man. You gotta stop me. That's how I play though in every sport. Unless it's like a playoff game, I won't kneel it out ever. I'm gonna keep playing till the whistle's blown. People say, but you know, brotherhood life. It's football still, you know. It's football. I'm not like I'm just playing football, you know. And so that's why I was trying to score again. And it was too close for me. It was like 24-15. I knew how to keep scoring. But all in all, it was a fun game. Shaq balled out. Inshallah, he'll keep playing. I don't know if he's gonna keep playing this season, but hopefully he does. And yeah, that's pretty much it for that game. All right, now it's time for our weekly predictions for week 4. Week 4, our first game is Fahad Akhtar versus Hassan Johnson. This game has been talked about for so much. Fahad's won his match since week 1. He's finally getting Hassan Johnson. And I just think that it's gonna be a crazy game. I think
It's gonna be
because Fahad talks so much and he hasn't won a game yet. But I think he might be just talking extra because it's Hassan.
Yeah.
You know how they go back and forth. So it might be crazy like that. What do you guys think though for a prediction?
Fahad, you cannot lose this game. Fahad Akhtar, you cannot lose this game. As much as you talk to Hassan, you clown him for not being a quarterback. If you lose this game, it's just like it hurts the soul. You know, there's no. I don't care if you're down. You got injured Hassan. You got to do something. You can't lose this game, man. And for that reason, I know Fahad. He's not gonna lose this game. You know what I'm saying? Like Fahad going 0-4 is just it's super tough to see. And versus Hassan, who he's been talking to for years and years and years about how he can't play quarterback and he's only a receiver and stuff like that. So I got Fahad winning this game for sure. It's gonna be a tough one. Even though you and Yusuf is quote unquote the game of the week, I think this one will end up being the game of the week. I think it's gonna be a low scoring game, probably like 22-18 type of game. 21-18, 22-18. That's even possible. But yeah, I got Fahad winning. What you think?
I also got Fahad winning. I think this game's going to be a game. If you guys can make it, come watch. Because I think there's going to be a lot of... Because Hassan's low-key a talker, too. Yeah. And it's like two guys, Hassan and Fahad. They get competitive as hell. You know what I mean? They like to go at each other. And it's going to be exciting to watch. And I think Fahad, though... I think Hassan, for some reason, keeps sticking with a game plan that just doesn't work every week. Like, I think he's going to have Falah at safety again. Hamada, you got to ball out, man. You got all this talk, man, that I don't need Al-Bad anymore, all this crap. No, you got to ball out, and I think he is going to ball out this week. I think he's going to cook Falah a couple times. I think just Hassan's team, he just doesn't adjust, you know what I mean? I don't know if he's saving it for playoffs or what, but I think Fahad, there's no way he goes 0-4. There's no way. The way he talks, the way he's confident, you know, he went overtime with Husher, but like I think Fahad, there's no way he goes 0-4. So I probably have it around the same ballpark as Evie, probably like 22-14, 2014 type game. And I think Fahad's going to pull the dub out this one.
Man, Fahad's some cheeks. Fahad's horrible. Like, the man is not good at football anymore. He's not good at throwing the football. The man can't throw now. I don't know why they say how bad that Fahad, he be throwing. The man can't throw anymore. Like, I don't know what happened to him. You know that movie with the thing with the Space Jam when they lost their talents? Like, Fahad lost their talents. He lost. I don't know what's wrong. He can't throw a football no more. Like, throwing to bots too. Like, the problem with Fahad's team is he can't throw. His receivers can't catch. And he's got like one receiver left, Hamada. Like, all he has is Hamada and Diop left. But Shazad's a good rusher and Bilal's a good rusher, but offensively they can't do anything. And they have no chemistry at all, no scheme, nothing is scared by Fahad. Fahad can't run either. Like, he can't do anything. He can't throw around. What's he gonna do? He can't score. The Fahad problem is Fahad can't score points. Hassan can't score points. He's showing it. It's EB. It was like 33, 40 game. I think he can score. Yeah. So I think Hassan will win this game pretty easily because it's gonna be Nadir, Chima blocking, he's gonna have all day in the pocket. No way Shazad and Bilal gonna get in this boy. They're not getting in. So Peanut have a day. Peanut go ball out. No else. No Mikel. So it's looking tough for them too because they have not a lot of options on the ball too. But I think
no Mikel.
I think his finger's messed up, so I don't think he can play. So Loki is just Peanut and Falah. But I mean, the thing is though, he has all day. Like, it's all day in the pocket, and when you have all day in the pocket, if you're a bad quarterback, you can still make something work. Like, even if you're bad, I think Hassan can throw the ball a little bit too. So I have Hassan winning this game because Fahad, I have zero confidence in this game, zero, like at all. No confidence. He's gonna go 0-5. I think playoffs he might shock the world, but for now he's not winning the game till playoffs. I think so. I'm gonna say this game's gonna be 31. Nah, not 31. I'm gonna say 27-12. Hassan. All right, for our second game, it is gonna be 3-0 Mogadishu. My team versus Yusuf Agha, 2-1, Free Palestine for a number 1 seat on the line right here. Number 1 seat. If I lose, he's 3-1. He has head-to-head against me. He's gonna be ahead of me in the standings. So this is a huge week. It's a very exciting game for me because I'm versing some of the quote-unquote best players, best team that they have, best names in the league. You got Rahman Qadour, you got Ala Hamdan, you have Johari, you got Yusuf Agha. You have a team. That's a team right there. That's a team with names. So obviously it's fun to verse that kind of team. But you got to know one thing, man. The Nigerian Nightmare is coming back. The Libe and the Chukwu will be back, running, rushing, balling, blocking.
We might see some Yusuf Agha rushing this.
We might see it. We might have to see it again, man. But yeah, man. What do you guys think about this game? I don't want to say my thing too early. You know, I'm gonna go. So
this game's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a defensive showdown. I think this game's gonna be crazy, low scoring. I think Yusuf Agha's defense is, to be honest, I think they have the best defense in the league by far. Not even close.
missing the game.
He's missing the game?
He's missing the game. He's missing the game.
If he misses, you guys have a shot. No, I'm joking. But no, I think it's gonna be a crazy low scoring game, defensive battle. Hazem is who are the rushers?
Amar Sayed and then Yusuf.
And Libe's back too. It might get a little crazy.
It might get freaky, low-key. It might get freaky, man.
Crazy. No, but I still think it's gonna be a crazy game. I think it's gonna be like
I think Yusuf might come in though. Yusuf might come rushing.
Oh yeah, he loves the Libe. He wants that.
He loves
that crazy.
But the problem is Rush, he comes so hot where like he flies so fast. Yeah.
But it's gonna be low scoring. It's gonna be like a 18-14 game. I'm gonna go with my boy Yusuf Agha. You know, he's got the passion back. He said in that video, he's hungry. He's ready to win. So I got them winning 18-14. What you got, Yusuf?
I'm not gonna say a score because last time I was a little off on the score, but I think we're gonna win somehow, some way. I think Diaby coming. That's more of our identity. You know what I mean? That's our blocker. That's our rusher. And I think, you know, Nuh was giving Yusuf Agha problems. Diaby is coming into town. You know what I mean? Like Nuh has like speed, sure. Diaby is just running straight through. He doesn't have to do these moves, these flash moves. He's just gonna run through them. We're gonna have Daoud coming in. I think Yusuf Agha is gonna have too much pressure, and I think with Qadour missing, and if they have no subs, Yusuf Agha is gonna be running for his life, and he's gonna be tired because we've seen, you know, he's not 100%. I think he has the hammy.
Oh, really?
I think something hammy. I know he hasn't been playing 100 like all the plays, but I think.
Can you confirm or deny?
What's the injury with Yusuf Agha?
He's fine.
He's fine. He's just gonna be tired.
All good.
And then he's gonna try to rush Diaby because we know Yusuf Agha's gonna get fed up with his rushers when they're not getting in, and he's gonna come in. I just think he's gonna be tired. I think like our defense is gonna be more complete with Diaby. Everybody's gonna be playing the right positions.
Debo.
And I think we're just gonna, you know, because we have speed, and that's one of their lacking spots on defense. They're not more speed. You know, and that has been having that hammy injury for like since 2012, man. So I think they're gonna put up a fight for sure. I think they're gonna score some points too, but I think our team's gonna pull it out, and it's gonna be like a 1 to 2 possession game. I feel like, you know.
Yeah, man. Yusuf Agha, respect to his team. A lot of respect for that guy. He's a great player, great quarterback. You know, but I feel like my team is more sound. Or more just, we have a system. Like, we don't just out there freelancing, you know. I think that because of my system we got, my players that we got, and no, Rahman Qadour is huge for his team. He's the only guy Ala and you have left in the WAG plays. The best players will not beat me. So if Ala can't beat me, you have got ball out. I don't see that happening. So I see us win this game because of our rusher Diaby and our offense. And also, I'm playing this game as a playoff game because this is a must win for me. It's a must win. I need 4-0. I need number 1 seed. So I'm going all out for this game. It's a must win for us, and my team knows that, and they know that as well. But we'll see what happens, man. I see us winning this game, 33-20. Mogadishu wins. In our last game of the Week 4 predictions, we got Dustin Foley Al Fursan 1-2 versus 2-1 Rahma Team EB. This is gonna be a wild game because if Dustin wins this game, he's 2-2, you're 2-2, so that changes everything in the standings. That could be a wild little shakeup right there for sure. I think it's gonna be a crazy little game, man, because Dustin's back. Dustin's hungry. He just lost last week. He wasn't even there, so I know he's gonna be ready to go. And I think that you're back. Obviously, you're ready to go too. Hopefully, you won't be late this time. But
yeah, still got the dub though.
you still got a dub. Maybe you must hard though. You know how that goes. But I think that Al Fursan, I think that Nuh Robertson's a problem, man. Like he was getting to me, even though I wasn't running that much. I didn't want to run too much, because I'm a little banged up, but it's all good. But I think that Nuh has it's a problem because the way he comes in at you, he don't just come in like trying to like play with you. He's coming in just to sack you. Like he's just coming in at you. You can't really move too much. You gotta get the ball out of your hand sometimes. And I think that it might cause some fits if he can get in. But you got some nice little, Omar the Kek is back. You got Dre. So if Noor,
we got the North stopper.
If Noor North's get in, it might be a serious issue, man. He's fast. He's young. He's healthy as hell right now. He's not old. Always about we're just old right now. We're all broken, but this man is so fresh and ready to go. But I think that Dustin might have a little bit. He might sneak down the field, maybe some sags here.
No, that happen.
And me might get it. And me might get down there. And we might get down there, man.
If anybody's scoring, it's not me. I tell you that.
I don't know what's gonna happen. I have Dustin win this game. I got Dustin shocking the world, beating 2-1 EB. I think if I get some sags, he might be screaming, I know he gets hyped when he gets some sags. But I got Dustin win this game, 26-21. Dustin.
Not bad. So, I'm going with my guy EB. I think just Dustin, he has Noor, sure, but Noor also got tired in our game. And I feel like Noor, he's still learning the rules and the rusher. He's great talent and stuff. But I think with my brother, especially coming back, if he's rushing on my brother's side, we might have a Ramah 2.0 type thing. And Noor's the type of guy to rush, and he'll call it like holding and stop in the middle of the play. And EB's king of just extending plays, finding Yanel deep. I think Yanel and 428 are going to have big games this week. I think Siraj is going to be that decoy where Dustin's going to be following Siraj. And I think that's just going to open up. And I think EB's just going to be too much wheeling and dealing. I think Dustin also is going to have a couple mistakes that's going to cost him. And I just don't know if he's going to have kind of that. And, some of his team's still banged up too. So I just think EB's just going to make more plays than Dustin. They're going to win probably, I'd say 27-20, 27-20, maybe a late pick six at the end. We know EB likes to clown at the end. So maybe, but I just think EB it's a bad matchup for Dustin, and I just think because he's going to rely a lot on the rushing, and if the rushing doesn't get there, I don't think it's going to be there. And also, if I could get in there, I think my brother can get in there too, rushing. So I think EB's going to have the most dominant sides of the football on his side. So I think he's going to pull out the win.
Honestly, the way I look at it, this game, to me, it's not about Dustin. Dustin can have a day, but Dustin's team, the way he drafted, wasn't really that good. I'm not going to give a score prediction, but if I want to win this game, I'm going to attack those mismatches. I'm going to let Dustin follow Siraj all day, be glue on him. But I'm going to attack. If he, I know a couple weeks ago, he had Ahmad Aish at middle linebacker. He has these weird players in these weird spots, and I just need to attack these matchups. And I think if I do that, I'll win this game easily. I think Dustin's going to have to play his off to beat me. It's not going to it's going to be a cakewalk. It's not going to be a Yusuf Algo, week 3, week 2 type of game. It's going to be a fight for sure. I'm not going to give a prediction because it's obvious. I'm gonna go myself.
Dustin beat Yusuf Alba, and that was probably one of the best teams. So that's what he said.
Yusuf Alba and me is a big difference. Quarterback play.
Yeah, man. So he beat Yusuf Alba, and then now he's playing you. Yusuf's playing me. So it's kind of crazy all these little matchups and stuff. But if y'all beat him though, the bye is gonna be nice and easy for y'all. It's gonna be nice. It's a big game. Big game for you. Big game for Dustin. Big game for a lot of teams out there. So we'll see what happens week 4. It's gonna be a wild one, but we shall see what happens. Hey, so for our week 3 player of the weeks, my player of the week is gonna be from game 2, the overtime game, and it's gonna go to Idris Lowaru. He balled out. He was getting sacks on Fahad. He got a big safety when Fahad needed it. It was harassment, man. I think he balled out. He's been good all season. They said he's one of the best rushers in the kids league. He's showing it now why he's one of the best rushers. And he's young. He's 17, 18. Like he's
17. Man.
He's young. He's balling out, man. So congrats to that man, player of the week.
I'm gonna have to give mine and give it to that block of love. Big Show, man. 3 tutties, man. Bounced back big from week 2, you know. He had a little shaky week 2 with the loss. And he came out, balled out, looking like Big Show of the old man. You know, Big Show throwing that shoulder type thing. So I have to give it to Big Show, man. I like to give blockers love. And, you know, blockers are really stepping up this year.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go game 3, right?
Game 3, yeah.
Game 3.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to give it to Sammy Benny, even though they lost. We usually have to try to give it to people that won, but I feel like Sammy definitely stood out, and everyone noticed that. You know, he had a nice game. He had a couple of touchdowns,
Couple of tutties, man.
You know, he was everywhere pulling flags left and right. Even though he didn't get the dub, I still think he stood out in this game. So I'm gonna have to give it to Sammy Benny.
He did ball out, man. He did.
Dawood, I tried to give it to you, man. I couldn't do it for bias.
Alright, man. We are here with our special guest, man, Abdurrahman Qadour. Welcome to the stage.
Guys, it's great to be live in the studio.
So, Rahman, how's it feel, man? Free Palestine, y'all 2-1, looking good. Like, thoughts on your team so far?
Yeah, I think we played good. I felt like that was the first time we played for the most part to our full potential. I still feel like we were sort of getting used to things those first 2 weeks. We didn't play totally as well as we should have. Mm-hmm. So definitely big shout out to our team, especially Jesse. He really came through for us this week. But, you know, I mean, I think we all brought it together. Yusuf's been throwing some dimes, so you know, we only expect to get better from here.
Man, speaking of dimes, your deep ball to Alga didn't really go well, though.
Yeah, you know, that was sort of intentional. We sort of felt like Destin wasn't getting enough showtime, so I wanted to make sure to give him a few more opportunities. But definitely no, we kept it. Yeah, but it's fine. Like I'm not a stats guy. I wanted to give him some.
Siraj played quarterback, and he's ahead of you, and he played with like one less player. He's ahead of you.
Listen, haters are gonna hate. What you want me to say? You're welcome, Dustin. Me and Dustin had an arrangement, so don't worry. But yeah,
dude, we all know you in high school, 5-star recruit. You know, guarding the top guys in the nation, Blue Valley Northwest. Mm-hmm. How do you feel like your skill set is now compared to back then? Are you washed up, or are you still the same Qadour we all know?
You know, I think coming into this league, I thought to myself, I'm the same, but I realized I'm definitely out of shape and I'm definitely washed up. So definitely not as good as I used to be, but I'm also not, you know, I don't know.
I'm
not Cheeks, you know what I mean? I'm not, I don't know, I don't want to call anyone out right now, but I'm not Fahad washed up, so like, I still got a few more years to go.
We love the honesty.
Yeah.
Full honesty. 2 questions for you. So you're another OG guy that playing for a while, like Shaq we had last week, and I asked Shaq the same question. Mm-hmm. But what was kind of your most memorable moment of the past MFL? Your favorite moment, your least favorite, whatever. First thing that comes to your mind from your past MFL?
I think my most favorite moment / season was, I think it was like my breakout season. The first time I like actually got to start and play on a team was with Hamad Bayazid. And Ramah Ahmed was also on that team, and he worked with me a lot to help get me open, and I think I got like 12 touchdowns that season. I was like 12 or 13 years old. So that was like my favorite season by far. I think the worst moment, one time we were playing in the rain with the team, and someone on my team ate mud, but you know, I'll keep it at that. That's all I'll say.
You don't want to say the name? You don't want to say the name?
No,
listen, I respect people's privacy if they want to disclose that information.
Is it the same guy that made you write a paper?
I don't know what you're talking about. That's not, no, we're going to cut that later, so don't worry about that.
The second question is, do you really think that your team has it all to, you know, win the championship this year? Because, you know, you did book your flight when you realized you're playing us this week. You kind of like, you're like, oh, I already got my touchdowns last week, my pick.
I did it because I knew you guys weren't that great. So I'm looking forward to our team beating you guys this week without me.
You know, you're on camera. This stuff doesn't get deleted.
Nah, that's fine. I'm cool.
So when we whoop you guys, and then
I'll say this. I think our team, honestly, definitely has the potential all there to win the championship. I just think we got to make sure week by week we keep getting better. We keep correcting any small, because I still think to this point we're still making some mistakes here and there. But I think I see no reason why in a few weeks, we'll have it all wrapped up together, and we'll be beating you guys in the championship. No problem.
How about this man? You want to see him or semis?
Ibby, I don't know. Ibby's good.
Week 5.
Week 5?
Yeah.
No, I think Ibby's been praying. I haven't been keeping up as much with every single team, but I think from what I remember, Ibby's team has been doing pretty well. Yeah. I think the biggest surprise is definitely Fahad's team. I don't know, but
like him being so bad.
Fahad. I don't know. I still imagine him as the same, athletic, agile kind of guy. But I don't know. Maybe you guys are right. Maybe he has lost a little bit of a step. But I don't know.
When was he agile?
Fahad's always been a little quick.
When he had long hair.
But now he spends more time talking to the refs.
What if he's just running back and forth on the line of scrimmage? He's never agile.
All right, Abdul. It was fun having you on the show.
Yeah, guys. It was
thanks for coming out.
Yeah, man.
Inshallah, we'll see you soon. Hopefully.
Yeah, inshallah.
All right. That is all for this week's podcast. We'll see you guys next week. Assalamu alaikum, y'all.
Salam.